I feel like they're putting them into an island in the city. This is a relatively quiet neighborhood, into an area and a mall that is already struggling as it is.
Do you feel that residents were consulted at all in this process?
Absolutely not. In fact, Mary Ann Bedard, who was pivotal in making this decision, clearly and flat out said to me, we don't have to consult you.
That's Don Mills resident Taylor Cameron, who is also the author of a flyer that's been going around this community that is very much against a new temporary respite site for the homeless that's going into this arena right behind me, the Don Mills Civitan Arena. Now, that opens in just 7 days' time, and as you heard from Taylor, some residents are frustrated at the lack of consultation with the community before they agreed that the site would go in. So we decided to speak to the woman that Taylor called out in that first clip, Mary Ann Bedard. Was there any consultation with the communities before these decisions were made?
There was not consultation before, because this is actually a staff decision to open these locations based on what was available to us and what made the most sense.
You know, there's no AC in, say, Don Mills Arena, or the fact that there's not so much daytime programming. So the question that we're hearing over and over again is, what are they going to do during the day?
So there's going to be lots of things for people to do. We're going to make sure that we have not only frontline staff available, but also social worker staff who will work with people on a housing plan. We'll also be providing recreational experiences for people, television, Wi-Fi, different things like that. So there will be lots of things for people to do.
The case of Don Mills, there are some schools nearby. Was there any notification or consultation with the schools about this temporary respite center?
No, because you're assuming then that there's going to be a problem. We have shelters and respites located all over the city, close to schools, close to childcare centres, close to shopping malls. This is not something new that is different just for this one community.
The respite site at Don Mills Civitan Arena is one of 2 such centers to go into city-owned arenas this summer. The city needed the temporary sites after the closure of 2 other locations this spring. They'll both be in operation for about 4 months and will have about 120 cots for the homeless inside. Residents told us that they are concerned about what users will do during the day. Meanwhile, Mayor John Tory responded to the story we were first to bring you last week. He says he's been heartened by the response so far.
Faced with a choice between taking an active community centre, for example, where you'd have to cancel programs, including a lot of summer programs for kids and families, versus a building that was going to be sitting empty for the course of the summer and that could be put to temporary use just for the summer months to make sure that we had those shelters available, I think that the city staff made the right decision.
And as you heard the mayor say, no programming at all will be affected by the respite site moving in. Now, as for the Lambton Arena, that's been operating as a respite site for about a week now. They too have 120 cots. I'm being told they're averaging around 90 to 100 users every single day. And by the way, this site officially opens on May 21st.